And welcome back. It's the week of who would win. We already did Naruto's What If. The Gar and Naruto raised in a village. Gar days in a village. What If yesterday, which I actually haven't done yet. So this is actually coming first because it's going to be the shorter video. And from Aki, is it Tavin or Kavin? I want to say it's Kavin. The question is, what if Naruto went back to Whirlpool after the war? So I've already done What If Naruto Went to Whirlpool as a very long standing what if. If he brought back the Uzumaki clan, all that, or rebuilt Uzu, all that. But what if he went to Uzu after the war? We first have to figure out what after the war means. Are we talking about like directly after he's still missing an arm? Or are we talking about more in the range of Naruto the last movie where, then not Hagoromo, what's the Toneri came about? Or are we talking about after that before he gets married to Hinata? Personally, I think this will come maybe before the last. He obviously would probably still have an arm, but it probably comes before the last. Just because that seems like the right place for it to happen. Now, why would he go back to the Whirlpool? Why would he go back to Uzu? Probably because he's heard about the Uzumaki multiple times. He wants to maybe learn what happened. And so at some point he takes a personal trip, whatever, to the land of Uzu, or what was formerly the land of Uzu, and just checks over the rubble. Now, honestly, the reason this is a one-shot is I don't think Naruto would try to rebuild Uzu or anything here. His dream would still very much be to become the Hokage, so there's no reason for him to become the Uzukage. Maybe there's some knowledge to still be gained from the ruins of Uzu. It's possible. There are probably vaults that normal non-Uzumaki ninja could not get through. So I mean, we'll never know for certain, but that's what I kind of raised as an idea in the What If Naruto Went Rogue and Started His Own Village series. What is that the idea that there are probably blood seals that walk the vaults that people just can't get into? Like even like if you try to come at the vaults from another way, like Earth style, they probably are guarded with like seal out the Union, because we know the Uzumaki were seal masters. That's that and their chakra nature and the adamantine chains. Not chakra nature, but their immense chakra reserves, the adamantine chains, and their seals. Those are the big three that they were known for. And being the only Jinchurikis of the Nine Tails. That is surprisingly something that all the Uzumaki are known for. Every Uzumaki that has come, every Nine Tails Jinchuriki has been an Uzumaki. Mito, Kushina, Naruto, and Himawari now. So, yeah, I mean, that's probably not something they were actually known for. That's just a kind of a fun fact about them. But otherwise, I mean, there's not at best, Naruto would just gain more knowledge, maybe learn some tricks of the trade from his old clan if he did end up finding like storage vaults of like scrolls and stuff like that. Excuse me. Maybe he even finds like a message from like the former Uzukage, assuming there was an Uzukage, which we don't know for a fact. By the way, there was an Uzukage. We know there was an Uzumaki clan leader, but because the land of Whirlpool wasn't technically one of the great nations. It was like the next nation down, because you had the five great nations, the lands of Earth, Water, Wind, Lightning, and Wind. But the land of Whirlpools was not considered a great nation, to the best of my remembering. That being said, that doesn't mean that they couldn't have become that. I mean, when you look at the map, the land of waves, not land of waves, the land of water is not actually all that large. Now, granted, Uzu is also very small, even compared to that, but it's still not actually that large, compared at least to the remaining four great nations. Even the land of wind, which is, I believe, considered the weakest of the five great nations, is still generally larger than the land of water. But Uzu is still much smaller than that. Still, they were deemed a big enough threat. Oh man, I don't know why I'm suddenly yawning. I'm not that tired. They were deemed a big enough threat that they were completely wiped out. But yeah, I don't think Naruto would really gain much by going after the war because this Naruto is still very cemented in I'm going to become Hokage. Peace and peace is kind of broken out for whatever to whatever degree it has after the war. So I mean, it really would just be maybe it would have to be about his mother. Maybe he remembers talking to his mother, wants to know about where her home was. So I could see something like that happening where he's going to reminisce. But the truth of it is, and I'm sorry it's a lackluster what if, but there's a reason it's a one shot. Naruto going to the land of waves or land of whirlpools afterwards, after the war, or really any point late into Shippuden isn't really all that impactful. The most I could say is if this were to say carry into Boruto, he'd have maybe a couple ceiling moves he could throw against, like say Ishiki or something like that. But otherwise, not he's not really in a good spot to. He's not really in a good spot. That's not the right word. It's not really something that would affect the overall plot of the series, I think. But look, I'm just a casual man here with a above average Naruto. Maybe something could happen that I'm not seeing. Let me know if you see anything different. He would not restart Uzu, so don't really give me that excuse because I think we can all agree. If you're talking about after the war Naruto, he is not going to restart Uzu. That's just not happening. Too much is happening at that point for Naruto for him to want to just abandon the village and start his own village. That's not happening. That being said, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I gotta get the next Naruto What If up. See you later.